Andre Ward, greater than Floyd Mayweather? Greater than Manny Pacquiao? No way. No way. I don't think you're going to get anybody who believes that, and it's near objective fact that he simply is not as great as either of those two guys. Their careers simply went on too long. They've got too many accomplishments to even begin an argument that the man from Oakland has somehow got some sort of edge over them when it comes to legacy. If we're just talking about fighter of the decade though, 2010 to 2019, then Andre Ward has a very strong case. And in fact, it's the opinion of Sports Illustrated that Andre Ward was the fighter of that particular decade. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao did greater work, undoubtedly, in the noughties. In the teenies, if that's what we're going to call them, the 2010s, they were a little bit inactive, and I feel never really shone like they had done in the previous decade. They were, of course, past their prime pretty much as soon as it hit 2010. Andre Ward is an interesting case. With 2010, we miss out his breakthrough win against Mikkel Kessler, and he was inactive himself. Not only that, he stops fighting in this decade at 2017 and retires. He doesn't even fight those other 2 years of the decade, so he doesn't fill it up. What this comes down to, though, when we consider Andre Ward fighter of the decade for this particular period, is arguably the most important thing when it comes to rating a fighter. Who did you fight? How good were they? When did you fight them? And how did you beat them? This is where he really shines, with just two opponents. Carl Froch, who was pretty much accepted as the second best super middleweight of his era. He lost to Mikkel Kessler in a close, excellent fight in 2010, later avenged. But in 2011, he gets absolutely dominated by Andre Ward. It's the final of the World Six, and despite what those two cards said, 115, 113, terrible scorecards, Andre Ward absolutely dominated the quite arrogant guy from Nottingham. It was just no contest. So when you beat a guy who then went on to beat Lucien Butte and ended his career so strongly against George Groves, and you just whoop him, no problem, that is an A+ win. For me, stronger than anything Pacquiao or Mayweather did in that same time period. And then we have the win against Kovalev. Even if we accept that Andre Ward actually deserved to lose that first fight, now he has said himself, he at least had the humility to say that it could have gone either way. Well, there's an argument actually that even if we allow him to lose that first fight, then the rematch becomes more impressive. And I know there's a lot of controversy about that rematch. I know a lot of people don't like Andre Ward, but for me, I will always side with him that he broke down the bully and he secured an absolutely huge, again, A+ victory in that one. If you are hit in the bollocks in the ring and you are really annoyed about it or sore about it, you either complain, you hit the deck, you do something to bring an interruption that you are not happy. You take a leaf out of Zab Judah's book, Bernard Hopkins, you hit the deck, you whine, you complain, or you get even. It's the law of the jungle. You don't just stay hunched over like that. The biggest dick shots in boxing, ball crackers, when you see them, you react instantly and you hit the deck. You don't just lean over like that. Kovalev had been previously shook. He was getting broken down. He didn't like it in there. And I will always defend Andre Ward with that controversial win in the rematch. And again, another A+ victory. So, despite the inactivity, he comes away with absolutely two fantastic victories, which I feel eclipse anything Pac-Man or Money managed to do. And I know it's not clear-cut. It is a pretty close-run thing. He doesn't run away with it. But if somebody says that Andre Ward deserves to be fighter of the decade, 2010 to 2019, I can't really argue with them.